Hello, I'm so happy I got a hold of you. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Lucious Showcase. I am Lucious T, and welcome back to the backlog. Well, this week we're taking a look at a game that's very cool. In fact, it's ice to see such a great game on the Wii U. And if you like Mr. Freeze jokes, you're in the right place. Alright, let's check it out. I always talk about how I didn't have a Wii when it was current. My college roommate had one, my little brother had one, and my older brother had one, so really, there was no need for it. I still bought games though, one of which was Donkey Kong Country Returns, a spiritual successor to the Donkey Kong Country games. And me and my little brother played the hell out of it and loved it, got to the golden world, did a bunch of it, although usually it was him jumping on my back for the harder parts, and so I could use Diddy Kong's special ability, but it was fun. So fast forward a few years, the Wii U's out, Tropical Freeze comes out, and once again, I can't get a Wii U. This time it's for different reasons. I can't really afford one, I don't have internet at my house, long story, but I sat on the game. Even when I eventually picked up the Wii U with Smash, I still didn't get Tropical Freeze, even gifting my little brother a copy of it before I picked up mine. Well, with the Switch version coming out, I figure it's time I better play this damn thing. So let's check it out. Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze starts off very similar to Donkey Kong Returns. The Kongs are enjoying their day when all hell breaks loose, or in this case, Freeze is over. I would like to note here that I expected more Ice World in this game. Of the 6 islands you go to, only Donkey Kong Isle is truly frozen over, which I hadn't expected. Not that I'm complaining, ice levels can be a bitch, but it was unexpected. In single player, you play as Donkey Kong, and can have one of 3 sidekicks. Diddy Kong is back, along with Dixie Kong and Cranky Kong. Each provides 2 extra health and a quality of life to Donkey Kong's movement. Diddy can hover with his jetpack, Dixie can give a boost with her hair, and Cranky can bounce on his cane, DuckTales style. Now just like the previous game, each level has 4 letters spelling Kong you must collect, and puzzle pieces you must collect as well. There are even alternate ways to beat levels and open up new paths. Now I went through and got all the collectibles in the Wii version, but this time I just wasn't feeling it. Shades of Yoshi's Island here. Level variance is back again as well, with Minecart, Rocket Barrel, and Rambi the Rhino all making a return. Cool blacked out levels show up again too, where only the tie is visible, and of course there's still the dreaded water levels. Now the game is missing only one thing: fun. I can't quite place what I was missing this go around, but this game just felt like a chore to get through. I would find myself death-zerging to checkpoints, level navigation was full of trial and error, but not enjoyable trial and error. Particularly annoying was the downward descent vine level. Also, many times I would think I could grab a grass ledge or vault an enemy only to fall to my death or take damage I didn't think I should. Having 3 helper characters was great, but you feel severely gimped without one of them. And sometimes the level would make you use one of them, but other times you could just select any of the 3. I'd rather the game be designed around needing to have a certain character than have it be your choice. It made the level design less dynamic and more frustrating when you made a bad choice. Also, secrets are always banana bounce rooms or some variation which I never found enjoyable or fun. Puzzle pieces were earned from collecting bananas from a plant, or a heart was earned, or it was more bananas. Nothing was consistent. If I know that I can always get a life heart from doing X, that makes the game more predictable and easier to navigate through, and enjoyable. But here, you're at the mercy of RNGesus, which is never more clear than in the boss fights. This is what really turned me off on this game. The boss fights are long, laborious, and boring. Each usually has 3 phases, and if you die, you start from the beginning. And good luck getting health out of these guys, because sometimes, every time you damage them, you get a heart. Other times, you don't. That's what I mean by RNGesus. What the hell? Now my biggest issue with these fights is how much downtime you have in them. I love a tough boss fight. What I don't like is a fight where you wait 1 minute for a 5-second window to hit the enemy. It's not even like you're dodging anything, you're just sitting there waiting for him to blow his damn horn. The bird fight in particular was painful as it just took so long to get an enemy to throw at the damn thing. And the trial and error here pissed me off so much. stuff like jumping down into lava because you finally got to phase 3, only to instantly die, then spend another 4 minutes slowly getting there, was annoying. Once again, I sound like a huge hypocrite here because I eat trial and error for breakfast, but when I know I have 2 minutes of move left, move right, wait, boss blows horn, wait more, balls fall, jump on enemy, grab enemy, wait for boss to stop moving, throw, and that's the only way to deal damage? It's not intense like Cuphead or satisfying to beat like Fury. It's just annoying. Now there were some cool ideas thrown in here, like some of the fruit levels and the Rhino ice on lava level, but both of those are also at some of the worst cheap def BS as well. This game makes me rethink my love of the old SNES games. Maybe there's a reason I only own one. Time for some Lucious metrics. Series fatigue. Cooled off. This game adds nothing to the Donkey Kong formula besides new levels and Cranky Kong. And that admittedly is just ripping off DuckTales and Shovel Knight. I think the series is due for some innovation and less collecting. Time sensitivity. Not pertinent. This is a game that won't age, so play it whenever you get the time. In my opinion, I got more enjoyment from the Wii version, and the minecart stuff was harder but more rewarding, and the boss battles weren't as annoyingly long. Controls. Off. It never felt like I had complete mastery of how the character moved, and maybe that's due to always altering control scheme based on your sidekick versus having none, but stuff like the roll, jump, and pound could feel awkward at times, and Donkey Kong's hitbox always seemed bigger than it should. And grabbing grass and vines wasn't fluid or consistent either. Replay. A lot. With alternate routes and puzzle pieces and letters to collect, there's a lot to get. You can likely unlock a secret world too, like the Golden World in the original. Doesn't mean I want to or like it, but I can't deny it's there. Storytelling. Bare bananas. I was really hoping King K. Rool was going to be revealed as the Yeti guy. Oh well. Game story is not much, but I'm not knocking it. I prefer it this way than overcomplicated. Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze is the perfect sequel in the sense that it delivers the same experience as the original. However, for me, it overstayed its welcome. The drop in difficulty paired with the homogeneous level design made this an experience I'm likely to forget. Taking all that into account from the perspective of a binge-playing game finisher, I give this my Lucious T recommendation of backlog it. And there you have it. That's it for this week, guys. Thank you for joining me. I know, another backlog it. It's so funny. If you look at last week's episode versus this one, this is the classic example of, I really enjoyed last week's game, but, you know, there's a better one coming out. Whereas this week, a lot of people would enjoy this game. A lot of people like this style of game. I just don't get much out of it. So, if you like Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze, great, go play it. For me, I hope they change it up if they do another one. Anyways, guys, it's been so nice getting a hold of you. Take care.